we just add material, and we need to add this material to the binding system. So we want to calculate this material against our project and put some pricing on and calculate how much this material will cost in a project. So first we need to have a name of this material. So you have to be very careful how it's written, space, no space, and so on, so on, so on. So basically, it's better to go to your material library and get this material off of the library, get this name. So you can click and copy this name. So what's gonna happen here? So when you are going on the main page of your configurator, you can see a binding system. So the binding system has all materials here in the library. They just define and indicated what is this and how it works and so on, so on, so on. So let's say we will try to find a material as material. Okay, so there is a material bench top. Okay, we need to find not a bench top, we need to find material for the doors. You need to be very careful. That should be sitting in the kitchen material chapter. So we will find, sorry, this will be an ega. We need to be sure that whatever we add that in as a proper material. um, let's say it can be a kitchen material, it can be door, it can be kitchen assets, worktops, and so on. If you want to do worktop, you need to be careful. You need to add material in the worktop. So we go to let's say um, a material or chapter where we want to add this material. So we got a lot of these materials here, and we need to find a material. So let's say one of the materials, W100. So you can go and have a look what does it mean, the W100, and where it's sitting. Sorry, 1000. W1000 doesn't work. Okay, so basically we need to be sure that we got materials in our binding system. One of the ways this is to use a spreadsheet to have a list, a binding list here. So let's say we download a spreadsheet, and we can check what we got in the materials. We got bench tops. Let's say we got ega. This is the bench tops. In the doors, I reckon we haven't got an ega, but anyway, we can add this material to the binding system. So we can add that using using a spreadsheet, or we can add that using, let's say, website component, this one. Okay, so we can add a door cabinet, and we can tell external code will be this, the same. We calculate as an area, we calculate as per cabinet or project. Let's say we'll do on a project, we will use the cabinet shop catalog. Binding group can be doors. Let's say we will use this on slab horizontal doors, and we will choose this material. So now we can basically click OK. So we add this material to the binding system. So we can have a look how it's sitting here. So the slab horizontal door, we are calculating this as a door material against the slab door horizontal grain. So what we need to do, what else we need to do? So we are going to the price lists, and we basically go to your active price list, and we can search for this material. So we've got this material, and we can put, let's say, $100 for this material in the parts. And let's have a look how the system will work. So we have to go to our calculator, and we need to reset a cache, because when we add to the binding system, we make the global changes. And now, so let's go and pull out a couple of cabots. Okay, so when you click in here on admin panel and click recalculate, you can see all materials price here. Let's change our material and select Ega board, and let's select our material. So now we've got doors, we've got this material, 1 meter 1.16 square meters, $100, and this is the price. So that in this way the system works, actually it calculates the material cost in a project. If you will change something, so you can see we select a door, and we select a horizontal grain, and we define a horizontal grain against the material against the horizontal grain door. So when I change a door to a vertical grain, so you can see the record here disappeared. So we need or delete a slab door horizontal grain from the binding system and leave for any kind of material. Or if you want to calculate doors in a one way with a horizontal grain in another way, or in a vertical grain, so you need to define that differently.